All right, so for sale is my 2002 Dodge Caravan Mail Carriers Special. This here is converted to a right-hand drive specifically for the purpose of delivering mail. As you see, all the rest of the seats have been removed. There's a tray for your storage of your mail. You'll see that this here is a postal, let's see, what is it? It's Postalthings is the company that makes this conversion kit. You see it converts the gas pedal and the brake from the traditional left side over to the right side. And then you also have a belt and pulley system to convert the steering. When you're driving from here, I'm 6 feet tall for reference, so you see we still have quite a bit of room. If you're shorter than I am, you can pull the seat forward. You still have the ability to do that. It is all the way back. And from here, we've got a Bluetooth radio, AC and heat, perfect, very cold, always has been. And up here, flashers, and then controls for your rear wiper blade. If we turn around and look what it looks like from inside, see we've got a lot of visibility. Headliner, I removed the old headliner and cleaned it, so this is just the base board underneath. All the plastics have just been cleaned and sanitized with ozone spray, as well as the carpets. And all the plastics here have been cleaned. This is the good luck charm that a lady gave me 4 years ago. That stays in the van. I would recommend always keeping it in the van. It's definitely worked. Those are a couple other good luck charms in the corner, a hat from my prior job, and a toy from my daughter. So those come with the van. They stay with the van. Up here you've got a spot for pens, markers. You can put different forms that you need up in here. I usually carry a Rubbermaid under here with jumper cables or tire plugs, small hand tools. I can go over those various things that you're gonna need on a regular basis. I've daily drove this van as a mail carrier for 2 years before I was put on a route where I no longer needed it. So I've had this van for the last 2 years in a holding pattern of, will I need it again or not? It's getting to the point where I'm going to sell it. And so this was my everyday van. It's a 2002 Dodge Caravan. It has 226,000 miles on the dash. I wouldn't be afraid of the mileage just on itself because this is a well-maintained van. The person that I got it from was a delivery driver, and the same thing. They needed it as their everyday van, and it was their livelihood based on it. And so I liked that when I bought it. I've had to do a lot of things to this van. Let's put that in the right spot. Over the years, running it on a mail route every single day on pretty crazy roads, things break. And so, I don't know, just name something. I've probably changed it. Alternator, starter, air filter multiple times, different gaskets, the intake manifold gaskets, the head gasket, or no, the head cover gaskets right down here. Not a head gasket. I've never done that. I'm not sure if it was done before. It probably has to have been. This van has 226,000 miles. The oil pan gasket I've done myself. What else have I done down here? Jeez. This computer I changed at one point. The battery is different. Water pump is within the last 3 years. You know, just like throttle body cleanings when I do oil changes. I always did oil changes I try to do it every 3,000 miles. I would never go more than 4.5 to 5 would be the max, just because of the way that I drove this van. The radiator's been changed probably twice. So this radiator doesn't have a lot of use on it. I know one of the fans is new. I think it's this one. And the battery, you know, the battery is 3 years old, but it hasn't been used much. So I don't know how, we just had to recharge it. It's holding a charge now. I'm not sure longevity wise what you've got on that battery, and unfortunately it wasn't used very much, so I don't know. And then tires wise, we're in need of some new tires around on a couple spots. You look, this is a front tire. It's pretty damn worn out. You know, that's a given. Let's see, this tire. This tire's got quite a bit more. Oh, look, we got a friend there. This tire's got quite a bit more. Not awful. Back tires are pretty damn good. These are thick, meaty boys. So that one's good to go. Actually, nice and clean. Look, that one's good to go. What more can you ask for in the back? Here's a problem. Okay, let's see. This opens if we unlock it. We always want to, whenever you get out of your van, always hit unlock. And then we pop it open. But look, you see, we got an issue. We only got one strut. I have 2 new struts that'll come with the van. New as of 2 years ago when I bought them, and they're still in the box. This one, you just change. But this one, the bolt broke and it needs to be extracted by somebody else, not me. And then you could put that one in. But it comes with it, I have them for you. And then back here, you've got your emergency kit stuff, your jack and your jack stand. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you know how to use that stuff, because you probably have to use it at some point. And right now there's some vice grips that I'm using to hold the back open in the interim. The speakers back here were changed a few years back. Basic speakers, nothing special. That's a nice little addition. I'll show you there. Underneath, spare tire, shit, I've used that a couple times, but she good. It was a pain in the ass to get it down, so if you ever need to use it, good luck. I mean, it'll come down, but these things are a pain in the ass. Maybe it'll be fine since I had to fight with it that one time. All right, so in the back here, we've got wired in just a nice little Alpine amp, a little, what is this? Rockford Fosgate Punch P2 subwoofer. Was that a 10-inch bad boy? Nothing crazy. Gets the job done. You know, it's just a little bump against your seat for when you're having one of those days. You got tons of space to put packages back here. All those Amazon packages you'll be delivering. And let's get a close-up here. Boom, boom. There's your brake. There's your gas. It feels just like a normal car once you get used to it. It's really nothing crazy. I trust this kit, so you shouldn't really be too concerned. You don't have airbags. Look, that is that's what this plug is right here. That's the plug that would go to your theoretical airbag module that you no longer use because you don't want this to explode in front of you. So no airbag, obviously no airbag there. So don't crash into anything because you don't have airbags. And let's see what else we have. Let's start it up. So I have a video. I started it up for the first time. I mean, it starts fine. I don't even worry about it. It runs fine. You know, like, look, we'll go cruising, okay? Easy as that. Now, this has been running for an hour, so don't take my word for it that it runs that smooth. I'll just leave it cold, I suppose. If you come check it to buy it, I'll leave it cold. It'll start the exact same way. Nice and quiet. Not really too loud, especially once we close the hood. God, I've changed that belt. I must have changed that belt at least 4 times. So it's not that hard to do if you ever need to. I'm a master at removing this panel in here and changing that belt. It's not that bad. It's quiet. As far as how much oil does it leak, or how much oil does it leak, right? That's the question. Not much, really. I mean, I'd say overall it's leaking little to nothing. You're not really going to need to add any oil in between oil changes. You just follow the recommended spec, and I would recommend some sort of an oil additive. I can't remember what I've been using at this point, but I always add a little bit of an oil additive, something of a good quality to it, just when you do the oil change. And I use like a mid synthetic blend, nothing too crazy on it. I'll show you exactly which one when you come to check it out. So aside from that, if we go inside, let's turn on the air conditioning because that's important. So power on, AC, you've got a recirculate setting. Let me move that. Recirculate setting here, all works. Defrost works. So if you need heat, the heater core is good. It's nothing's bypassed or anything, everything's good. The AC is cold, so it's nice. You know, if you don't want to be worried about not having cold AC when you're delivering the mail. And this van has always had cold AC. My saying is it always will, because I believe in it that much. You've got right up here a couple other things. Spot for your safety goggles, your mirror, vanity mirror. Yeah, to get you started, or even as just a nice van for being a rural carrier or as an RCA, I don't think you're gonna find something that's gonna be better than this for the price point, certainly. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, let me know. And if you wanna come check it out and drive it, we can arrange that. All right, have a good one, bye. All right, so here's the other part that I would like to incorporate. Let's see if let's just turn the AC off so that way you can hear me a little better. There's no seatbelt alarm, so, you know, seatbelt at your own risk. Here we go. Window down for delivering mail. The motor for the window has been replaced a couple years ago. It wasn't that hard to change. I say it wasn't that hard to change, but, you know, you have to become a semi-professional mechanic if you're also going to be a mail carrier. So just keep that in mind, that you need to have some sort of mechanical ability and tools if you want to maintain a vehicle at a cost-effective manner. All right, so let's take it for a drive. I put it in drive. Here we go. Foot's on the brake. You see if I take my foot off the brake, just like your normal car, we're rolling. There we go. Give it a little gas. I mean, just like that. Same thing as a normal car. Real easy. Hit the brakes. There we go. We can pull up to a mailbox. Boom. We can pull up to the next mailbox. Boom. So ain't nothing to it. I'd say it's easier than driving an LLV for sure. Very comfortable. Seats comfortable. Good riding position. Good height. Look, so you got a spot to rest your arm. Easy to reach out the window to put it in the box. So if I pull up here, pull up to the box, it's at a perfect height, easy to reach, just like that. All right.